Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? It's always a really frantic sprint after the NFL draft for teams to sign undrafted free agents. The Saints ended up inking deals with 16 UDFAs. We're very pleased to be joined by one of them right now. Kyle Hergel, interior offensive lineman out of Boston College. Good enough to spend a couple of minutes with us here. Kyle, we appreciate it, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, guys. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Hey, man, it's our pleasure. Let me just start with draft day, right? So the draft is coming to an end. At what point are teams in touch with you about signing as a UDFA?
Yeah, it kind of depended. Some teams were the full day at day 3. Started talking. The Saints actually were one of the earliest teams to contact my agent. It was happening throughout the whole day, and kind of the later rounds, the 6th, 7th rounds, where it kind of picks up. And I talked to Coach Benton, and it kind of took off from there, and it was an awesome opportunity.
I've talked to enough guys throughout the years that have gone through the UDFA process. Draft ends, and then it's boom. I mean, you've got 10, 15 minutes, and you got to make a decision, right? So if you would, walk us through that process, Kyle. Draft ends, what happens? Go.
Yeah, so, my agent's calling me. She says, you have this offer here. It's a great opportunity. And, I trusted them with the whole process, and I was just happy to land it with the New Orleans Saints, right? I was just so excited for the opportunity. It sounded amazing. It's a great city. It's in the South, which I'm familiar. I actually played at Texas State for 2 years, so it was awesome to, get back down there, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, we're going to go through your journey here in a second, because you've had a long, winding journey to get to this point, which is pretty fascinating. But how many teams offered you as a UDFA?
4 or 5 of them, for sure.
Yeah. What was it about the Saints offer that made it most appealing to you?
Yeah, it's just the area and the situation that I'm walking into. It's a great opportunity for me to come and compete and, make the team.
The Saints, look, they have roster spots available on the offensive line. That much goes without saying. Kyle Hergel is with us, Saints offensive lineman as an undrafted free agent out of Boston College. All right, let me go back through your winding story. So you're from Canada, and you end up going to North Dakota, then to Texas State, then to BC. Walk me through what it's like playing, high school football in Canada, how your recruiting process went that got you to North Dakota.
Yeah, I was actually committed to a JUCO. Not too many people know that, out of Canada. So I played in a prep school in Canada. We played American schedule. It was, Thursday you get on a bus, Friday night you play a game, and then you're coming back Saturday morning, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I actually was committed to New Mexico Military Institute, and then I got a really late offer from North Dakota in March. It wasn't even the full scholarship. It was 65%. I remember to this day I walked into the building a day before training camp, and I didn't even have a locker. I had a hook and a metal chair on the side of someone else's locker. So, that could tell you a little bit about what they thought of me at the time. But, a Canadian kid just with an opportunity, right? And that's kind of just the whole story of my career. You get to North Dakota. I redshirted my first year. I wasn't ready to play. And then the next year, I'm the newcomer of the year. I start 12 games in the conference. And then, I move to the next year. COVID happens, and we play the spring season. And I decide, I really want to transfer. I want to challenge myself. I want to move up a level because I knew where I wanted to go. I wanted to, show people I can play against the best competition. So I moved to Texas State. I get there. San Marcos, a kid from North Dakota, Canada, going all the way down to Texas. You kind of don't know what to expect, but it was great to me. And, some of my best friends and some of the most amazing coaches I've had, I was blessed to be coached by Coach Turner, Jim Turner. Who was a coach for the Dolphins, A&M, and Coach Spavital, who's now the OC at Baylor.
Sure.
He was my head coach. And, it was awesome to go play for them. And then one more journey and one more stop. I wanted to challenge myself one more time, and, to the Power 5 ranks. And Boston College was a great spot. Coach Turner, he was an alumni at Boston College. And it was just a great spot. They say BC guy, right? And I kind of fit the mold for that. And that's kind of where it went in recruiting. And Coach Chris Snee, he was the one that was standing on the table for me to get to BC. So it was awesome. Yeah, it worked out really well.
it's pretty fascinating too. Like I know, when I was scrolling through and doing some research, like Bruce Feldman had you on his freaks list as well over The Athletic. Like what? All right, why are you a freak? what qualified you there?
Yeah, the guys at BC are going to get a kick out of that because my offensive line coach at BC, Coach Applebaum, he's like, oh, the freak, kind of was a little running joke all year. But, yeah, honestly, it's just preparation and hard work. And my strength coaches, they did such a great job with me. And, I'm not a guy that's afraid to get into the weight room. And, I love the weight room. Like, I love lifting weights. I pride myself on being in shape. I pride myself on being ready and prepared. And my strength coaches in college were amazing, and they did a great job with me. And I just listened to them and worked my tail off every stop I've had. So that's kind of how you get to that point.
The other interesting too, Kyle, is I think most people know this about Boston College, right? So they had the Red Bandana Day in honor of Wells Crowder, who memorializing, actually in memory of Wells Crowder, who was a lacrosse player at BC who saved lives during the tower attacks 9/11. I think most people have probably heard of that story by now. But there's a really cool video that Boston College posted, and it's you carrying the Wells flag, running the team out on Red Bandana Day. For a guy that didn't spend his whole career at BC, it feels like that would be, an honor, reserved for a team captain, a leader. I mean, walk me through the decision, like how you knew you were going to carry the flag and how that decision was made, if you would.
Yeah, it was an honor for me to do that in such a prestigious game. It was something that was told, really, it was the night in the hotel. Coach Hafley came up to me. He's like, hey, you're going to, carry this flag out. And he explained to me the history of it because, not being there 4 years, you kind of have to understand what that flag means and what that red bandana stands for. And, to be a guy that came in there January and all I did was work, right? And I listened to my coaches, and he was just like, hey, you're going to carry this flag out for the team tomorrow. And it was an honor to do that. And a lot of people know about the Red Bandana game, but to really play in it and to carry that flag out, it was something really special for me to do. And I'll never forget that. One of the coolest memories in college football for me.
For those watching, there's the video of it right there. I know Kyle's got it on his Twitter. His Twitter is at KyleDawg60, DAWG, at KyleDawg60. If you want to give him a follow, you can see all that content there. Let me get a few actual football questions in if I can. Center, guard, where are you most comfortable?
Yeah, wherever the team needs me. I played all both interior spots at guard. I have 44 games at right guard. I have 12 games at BC at left guard, and then I also play center. I was at the East-West Shrine Bowl, and I played exclusively center. I've always been a swing guy. At every school I've been at, I've been cross-trained to play center. I'm ready to do whatever the team needs.
Did the Saints staff, did Coach Benton or anybody with the Saints staff tell you where they would like to start you in rookie camp or any stuff?
No, I haven't really been detailed that information yet, but, I'm ready to do whatever the team needs.
Yeah, man. When you look at the journey of being an undrafted free, every football player dreams of hearing their name called, but it doesn't happen for more guys than it does. For you, what is the process like now, right? So you've gotten your opportunity. You'll be in rookie minicamp, and you'll be in camp with the Saints. But what is the process like for you now until you report?
Yeah, it's kind of a familiar situation. I've been doubted a lot throughout my entire career, right? And I kind of, I go back and forth with one of my mentors about it. I talk to him all the time about it, one of my high school coaches. And it's kind of a familiar feeling, right? I'm comfortable in a spot like this because I've been there so many times, and I've been doubted so many times, and I kind of just always overachieve and prove the odds wrong. And I think that's just another great opportunity to do so. I'm really excited, and, a lot of guys might be upset about it, but at the same time, I relish the challenge, and, I really am looking forward to getting there and, showing this team what I have and kind of what I've been doing throughout my whole career, right? I'm not a five-star guy, I'm not, your prototypical looking dude, but some of those traits that, I might have in some areas, I have others that are really strong, and, I'm always going to be a prepared guy. I'm going to be the ultimate team player, and I want to be a part of a great community. I just really think that it's a familiar feeling, and, it's a privilege to be a part of this organization. I look forward to competing my tail off.
Hey, Kyle, Canada, North Dakota, San Marcos, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana. Those aren't all, and I guess I should say Boston, Massachusetts. those all are the same. Like, are you gonna miss the weather up there? You gonna? I mean, we got better weather and food down here. I mean, you gotta be more pumped about being in the South, right?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I've actually been to New Orleans before too.
Okay.
I was able to go to Sunbelt Media Day in 22, and the Sunbelt headquarters is at Mars. Yeah, so it was awesome. I've been down there. I've been to Oceana's. I've been to Drago's. Like, I know a little bit. Yeah. So it's awesome.
Guy's
Yeah,
basically a local.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say all that, but it was an honor to go there in 22, and I love the city. I mean, the food there is just absolutely incredible. So yeah, you got to watch it a little, can't gain too much weight, but no, it's awesome. I'm really looking forward to getting down.
We need to get you a new hat. That's the only thing we got to change.
Oh yeah, my Boston hat. Yeah.
Our producer here is a Sox fan.
Is he?
I'm a Yankees guy, so we feud over that. But none of us have had a lot of bragging rights here of late anyway. So anyway, hey man, this was fun. I really appreciate you taking some time, man. Best of luck to you. Hopefully we get to catch up again down the road.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys taking the time having me on.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.